Hey everyone, and welcome back to the little workshop here. Got another really cool lock clamped up in a vise for you today. This one is from my good buddy West Coast Picks, and there's our key. I'm sure that's going to tell you something about the inside of the lock, because if I stick a pick in there, it only goes back in that far. So he's got something in there blocking access. I peeked down in the keyway. It looks like a little bar. But this one is called Xena by West Coast Picks. And that is a really big bow on that key. I mean, it's almost as long as my pick. So we're going to try to get into this one. I'm going to start out with the top of the keyway tension like I normally use. And even though it's got a kind of a big block in there, it just means I can't pick from the bottom. So I can still pick from this ledge here. So we'll see if that works for us. Let's go ahead and put the tension wrench in and go for it. We'll click from 2. We'll click from 3. Kind of having to fit this hook in there at an angle to get over that little rise. Okay, I got to click off of 5. That was counter on 2. And 1, there we go. All right, so I made it past that rise with this. Got lucky really quick there. So let's go ahead and take us apart and see what Harley did in there to try to trick us. Let's go ahead and use this awesome pinning tray that he made for me. Okay, just a standard clip. Let's go ahead and use my clip remover from the Huck kit. I don't use this one very much. It actually is a very useful tool. Okay. Let's turn that a little bit and grab a shim. And let's use a medium-sized follower. Okay, here's our key pins. And looking at the plug, I don't see any modifications to the chambers themselves. I do see some pretty nice key pins going on in here though. And let's see here, let's turn it just a little bit. And you can see on the bottom, he did stick a steel bar through it. You see where he drilled the holes and punched it in and then sanded it flat so that the core will still turn nice. Very nice key mod, anti-picking device there. But, I mean, if it had a crazy bitting on it, I imagine I wouldn't be getting in it. Come on. Let me grab my tweezers for that one. It just doesn't want to move for me. All right, some very nice looking key pins there. So we'll go look at those. And just real quick, yeah, that's definitely smooth there. Go ahead and take a look at the top. That is a serrated, come here you little booger. That is a serrated T-pin, a copper spring. Like all of a sudden, all butterfingers. That is a double spool, a really long one. It's got a steel spring. A very serrated, nice done, nice sharp serrations. A kind of a barrel type pin. It's a serration on either end. And then a standard all the way in the back. And that thing had a pretty powerful spring on it too. So I definitely needed a deeper hook to be able to set that one, because that spring is pretty strong. All right, so let's go ahead and take a good close look at these pins and show you what West Coast Picks did for us. All right, and that's about as focused as we're going to get. So I've got a very nice serrated here in one, and a really cool serrated reduced diameter T-pin, a single serration on two, a very nicely done double spool. Then I've got this guy here who is a serrated spool, then a very, very finely done serration, a very long spool, then the barrel type with a serration on each end, and then a nice double serration, and then we got a standard. We got different types of springs in every chamber. Chamber 1's got this kind of a rose colored spring. I got a steel spring, a brass or copper spring, another steel spring, and this is actually a really strong copper spring. Took a lot of pressure to move that pin based off of how strongly it wanted to fly out of the Bible there. But that's what we have in this lock right here that West Coast Picks made for us. Harley, I thank you very much. Thanks for sending it to me. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate everything you do for us. Everyone else, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if you see a lock out there in the wild and you don't have one of these sticking out of it, don't stick one of these in it. All right, bye-bye now.